Man, that needs no introduction today. So many hits, so many countries traveled. Bro, do you have a passport here? I want to show people something.
I might. Actually,
We're gonna show
it's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
I travel with my passports all the time.
Yeah, what a passport should look like. Not, I can't just say to say three, it's actually suit.
Nah, look. As long as you're fortunate enough to travel, you're blessed.
Now, massive shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for that set.
Thank you, man.
And honoring the invite. I feel so, and everyone needs to understand that I just got you.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just got you. You landed in the country. You mentioned that this is the longest you've been in the country.
Yeah.
Was it this year only or in a while?
In general.
Serious.
Yeah, for the past 2 years, this is the longest I've been in the country.
Massive
3 weeks.
shout out, dog. That's dope, Joe,
Yeah.
because, dog, you're up to so much. You're up to so much. It's not even a secret by now. I look at a person like you, right?
Yeah.
And all the videos that you keep posting, all the countries, all the stages. And I'm like, what is that doing to your dopamine? Because that's so much energy that you take in. What the heck happens to you once you get off stage, dog?
So the crazy part is generally if you see me anywhere, doesn't matter which country, which city, I'm always chilled, calm. You'll even think I'm tired. The moment I go on stage, like all the energy goes 200%.
Yes.
And then when I get back off, I'm already, it depends because generally when I travel, I play, after playing, go to the hotel, get my bag, go straight to the airport, land, prepare, go to the gig, repeat. That's my schedule.
Nice.
If I'm lucky, I get to chill a bit, see the place, but rarely do I ever get a chance to really see some of the places.
It's in and out.
In and out.
In the last 3 months, how many countries do you think? Because I'm not sure you can quantify it, but like...
No, I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
How many
so
countries
I
have
generally
you been
keep
to?
a score of how many countries I've been to.
Yeah.
In the past 3 months, it's slightly over 20 countries.
Different continents?
Yeah,
different
I've done all continents except for Australia.
All continents. And why that?
I'm still at the beginning of my international career, and there's a lot of places I still have to go. Like I've been to 42 countries since last year, right? And there's 198 countries in the world, so there's still a lot of ground I need to cover, right? And it's all about like logistics. If I can do the show, some shows I couldn't do, and then we move them to a later date. Like Asia, I couldn't do Asia last year, but I did it. I'm doing Asia this year. I've been to some Asian countries. South America, I've only been to Nicaragua and Brazil, but now we're going to like Costa Rica and Venezuela and all these other places. So yeah, it's in the works.
Nice, dog. You've been to so many different countries, as mentioned. 44 so far. And
42.
42.
Yeah.
All right. Swaziland, Lesotho, 44.
I still count them.
Count them. All right.
You have to count them.
42. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. What is the one other country outside of South Africa where you feel at home?
France.
France.
Listen, like the reception I get in France, like I still don't believe it, Like I sell out shows in Paris.
No.
Like to a point where I remember earlier this year, we did Paris Fashion Week and I did a show and then I got a surprise show the next day. Someone was like, okay, do you want to do another show? Did it, sold out again. And I was like, wow.
You headlining these shows?
Of course. There's no and more. I see.
Yeah.
And more. I know. Okay.
Right there on top.
Right there on top.
Bold. Yeah. All caps.
Now it's a beautiful experience, man. That city, I think you know what it is. Like I grew up watching movies, TVs, and a lot of the things I used to see growing up, I'm seeing the places now. So it's like, wow, I remember seeing this place. Like the Eiffel Tower, these are things that I would only see on the internet. Now I clock,
Eiffel Tower.
I
don't even take a picture no more.
I don't even take pictures. I just Huning, I've been taking pictures.
Yo, dog. Upila movie, job. It's crazy. And it's so wild to also hear you speak Sotho because I'm just like,
Everyone thinks I'm Sotho.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. It's because Kiwote Freestart, né?
Yeah.
But I'm not Sotho. I mean, my names are Kesmario Ike Fankus. Kesmario. That's my first name. Ike. Second. Okay. Fankus, my surname.
Frankus,
Fankus without an R.
Fankus.
Yeah, fan and a kiss with one S.
Where's that from? Otwagai. What you were telling me earlier on, or you're not just like completely
mixed with a lot of things. So my dad's from America, my mom is South African, but I grew up here. my dad is a Black American, but well, he's from Africa, so he's Nigerian, Liberian. Mom is Swati Zulu. So that's all the cultures I have in me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, like your dad, who came to South Africa because apparently you've got the finest woman.
Yeah. Facts.
I was going to ask you which country.
No.
Serious. Which country have you been to where it's just like a crazy reception? And I don't mean like one that you love, one that like crazy. Like these ones are crazy. Like they dance like they're wild. They're wild. Actually, that's the word.
There's 3 countries. 4. I can't choose between them. Kenya is one of them. Guys, Kenyan people, they've adopted our sound as South Africans.
Serious.
Like if you look, a lot of the South African guys are going to Kenya.
Kenya's kind of Bukondwana.
Yeah. There's listen, they push Amapiano, Afrotech. It's a huge market. One of my favorite countries in South Africa. Morocco. Oh, Morocco's another one.
Yeah.
Lebanon for me is actually top 3. I just came from there now. These people show up. I did a show with Sona the past 2 weeks, and it was like, I think, 2,000-3,000 people by the harbor. Again, I was looking at him, I'm like, these are 2 South African boys here in a country
handling things.
We're the only black guys in the crowd.
Yeah.
But who plays Yeah.
Massive shout out, dog. Like, man, you are doing so much right now. We caught you at like a wonderful height in your career. What has a song like Osama done for your career? Like before that song and after that song, who is Kasango?
So what most people wouldn't know is I've been in the music industry for 13 years. I was not always Kasango. I only became Kasango in 2019. Kasango is actually my name, by the way. So because Mario has 2 names. It's Kasango and Mario put together.
Oh,
so Kasango is actually my name, right?
Yeah.
I went under a different name before. And back then I was producing for other guys, other artists and whatnot, right? And I think that's where I got my experience, right? But I produced some big songs, but not to the level of Osama, right? But I finally got to see what one song can do for you. Because what people don't understand is one song will change your life. And when I mean change your life, it will put you on. And from there, you need to run with it. Like, I mean, I was working a job. Most people don't know. I was in corporate.
Like 9 to 5.
Proper 9 to 5. While pushing music. But music was never like my main thing.
Serious.
I never made money from music. Like I did music because I genuinely, even now I still enjoy music. It's not about the money. I'll always do music until I die, right? But the difference now is I literally travel every day. It's not something I can understand. Even now, I had a catch-up session with a friend yesterday, and I said to them, I'm not used to this because you're going to different places. Even if you're going to the same country, you're seeing different faces. Like one day, like I could have breakfast in Paris, lunch in Spain, and then dinner in Italy.
What?
Literally.
What?
Like I've had situations like that before, and I'm like, okay, I had breakfast here. I had lunch here, and I'm having dinner here.
A movie. A movie, bro. And okay, yeah. That's what one song can do for you. If you're not inspired to keep doing what you're doing, I don't know what to say after that.
The people I've met, because of this song, guys, been fortunate and blessed.
That's incredible, bro.
Yeah,
that's incredible. But you still carry yourself like, dog. I mean, we're on episode 50 now of the podcast, right? Shout out to everyone watching and subscribing here. Your energy as you walked in and the experiences that you're telling me about, adikopani, dog. Because
I know why.
Why?
I never let these things get to my head. Even this story, this is the first time I'm even saying it publicly, right? Because for me, I want to enjoy what I do and not let it control who I am. You know, it's not about the money or whatever I experience. For me, I'm doing what I love, and that's the heart of it. I don't necessarily do a lot of interviews because of this reason, because I feel like I don't want to share things that I don't need to. I don't want to talk about unnecessary things.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything is going right for you now.
Yeah, like most people don't know anything. Like
even
the fact that I'm telling you my name is Kesmario Ike Fan, because most people wouldn't know that. You know, But I think it's because I stick to my music. I'm not about the public eye. Even if you saw me on the street or at a club, I'm the quiet nigga. I'm not the guy that's making. I don't care. Like
About those things, no?
no, I don't have a point to prove.
Yeah.
No, I prove a point to myself, but not to people.
Crazy, dog. Crazy. There are so many. Okay, first of all, that song, Osama.
Yeah.
What a time in culture, dog. Like, it gave a lot of people doing this genre so much hope.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I've had a lot of people doing interviews and they all talk about, or a lot of them will talk about they're not making money, what.
Yeah.
And it's a passion, it's a culture thing.
Yeah.
And something like that happens for you, and then we all have hope again, right? Have you ever had a story like that where the song literally changed someone's life?
Do you know what's funny is the whole reason why I created Osama. I created Osama during lockdown, right? And a lot of things were happening. I was depressed. I was not in a good space. And I said, I want to create a song that is going to bring people together. Literally, that was the idea. And even when Zakes came onto it, I never even told him what my idea was. But it was like we understood the assignment. And the way it's brought people together. You know, this is the first year I'm playing at weddings, for example, right? And people are like, I want you to play this song at my wedding. Because the first time I heard this song, I met my partner. Or the first time, and I'm like, serious? I remember I was in Switzerland recently for a wedding, and one of the guys there saw me in Germany, and they're like, the day I saw you in Germany was the first day me and my girl were dating. And now we came to see you perform. And I'm like, music has the power to transcend race, culture, you name it. Like it goes beyond black and white and whether you like hip hop or you like, it speaks to the people it's meant to speak to, you know? And I think that is my purpose on this earth. That's why I'm doing music, because music has a power to change people's emotion. And the first time I DJ'd, I saw it and I was like, this is powerful. This is what I want to do. I want to change people's emotions through music. And that's what gives me life.
Dog. Beautiful, inspirational stuff, man. Going back to Osama again.
Yeah.
We're going to do this a lot.
I get it.
We obviously know that the lyrics aren't really lyrics, but they're lyrics, but there's something there, but there's not something.
There's nothing there. You know, like all over the world, everyone stops to me. What does it mean? What language? Is it South African language? I'm like, nah, fam.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Finish the sentence for me.
Listen. Zakes is the one that's supposed to be doing this because he wrote that. I'm a producer, guys. I'll tell you a funny story. So when the song came out, because people didn't know who I was, they thought I was the guy singing. And I was like, guys. I said, it's Lee Long Way. I know I make you. Yo, guys. This is the first time this guy catches me doing this. You know what? I hate you. Now you understand I sound like you guys.
Yes. So I love about it, dog. You've just validated my not being able to sing that song.
I'm not getting it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not even going to claim that I know the lyrics. The lyrics came out there. I didn't even look at them because I was like, hey, this is too much.
Yeah. Dog, I'm just also going to put it out there since you mentioned it. When my mom, a very hardworking woman, bought her first Mercedes quite recently after years of not having a car.
Yeah.
That was the first song she played, and that captured that moment in my mind. You get what I'm saying?
Serious?
So that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying when you said it just transcends and just you capture a moment and, you know, we all do it. No race, no, like it's, you know. So I that song I'll never forget. Like even when I took that video, I shot it to my mom.
Yeah.
Like, here's this guy that made this
Serious?
song, you know. So
nice.
Man, shout out to you guys. You guys are doing amazing work, bro.
Thank you.
Another song that I really dig was I'm hoping it's Closer or Closer. Gum. That was
I knew you were gonna say Closer.
How did you know?
So generally when people approach me, the first two songs I know they're gonna talk about is either Osama or Closer.
Yeah.
But Closer actually took me by surprise because I produced Closer the same time I produced Osama. And for me, that song was not even gonna come out. Like I was not planning on releasing it. I remember during lockdown, Black Coffee was having like those DJ what tie where you could watch him on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then they were asking for music. So I was like, you know what, here you go. He played it, and then everyone was like, "Yo, what song is this?"
This is a song.
And I was like, I still don't want to release the song. Literally, I was like fighting it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just put it out there because generally there was a demand for it. And now some people even tell me they prefer it over Osama. And I'm like, what?
It gets me, that song, bro. Osama's a beautiful moment in time, you know. I will never take that away from the song, you know. It's done so much for so many people. Dog, people get jobs, like we can play hits now, you know what I'm saying, and still do the music we enjoy because of songs like Osama, but Closer. Yo, dog, it spoke to me.
I was in my feels. Like, one thing you should know about me, and I think I'm telling my signature, every song I do will always sound different. Because for me, I'm chasing what I'm feeling at that moment. I always say I don't have a signature, but I do have a signature. My signature is trying to evolve myself into something. I'm inspired by the likes of like Kanye, for example. Every time he'll drop an album, it will sound different sonically. And the same thing, that's what I want to do. Like, everyone was expecting like me to drop another Osama. And I was like, no, like I did it, done. I'm not trying to replicate what I've done. I want to challenge myself into finding something different. So that's what Closer was. I was like, the reason why I wasn't going to release it because I was like, I don't think people will understand this song. But I was wrong.
Dog.
I'm glad I dropped it.
Yeah, you just said something. After Osama, do you find yourself chasing hits?
No, I've never chased hits. I think that's my secret also, is I don't feel pressure, right? I will always produce music, whether it becomes a hit or not. I'll always release music, right? I do feel like evidently there will be a time where there'll always be a song that will stand out for me, because in the past 13 years, I've had songs that have gradually be like done bigger. Obviously, Osama being the biggest one.
Yeah.
But I don't chase hits when I make music. For me, I just want to make music that I like.
Yeah, so you haven't lost that part of you that still enjoys making music. You don't get into studio and like, how am I going to capture people? How am I going to create this moment? Yeah.
Even like the stuff I'm doing now is like, it's different, you know? And I'm like, I can't wait for people to hear it and like, how are they going to perceive it, you know? Whether it becomes a hit or not, I don't think about that. For me, it's, do I like the song? Does it make me happy?
Yeah.
If I've answered that, I'm happy.
Done. Oh, dog, massive shout out. So, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun.
Hey.
Irrelevant, stupid questions.
This is where we start exposing ourselves in the public. Okay?
No. It's very soft, dog. I try to not go too far, you know?
Okay.
But if you were to do a back-to-back set and someone you haven't done it with yet, who would you go with?
Listen, I love this question. I generally hate interviews because interviews are scripted, but I love conversations like this because I've always thought about this, right? There's certain people I want to do a back-to-back with. One of which, this is going to be difficult. I haven't done, it's a back-to-back I haven't done with, right? Like I haven't done it with someone.
Haven't
right?
done it.
Oh, this is going to be tricky. Okay. I would want to do a back-to-back with, this is not, oh, I know who. Desiree.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. The first time I saw Desiree was in Bantwini, right? This was like, I think 2019, 2020. I was walking into the club. I'm hearing songs, but I'm not looking at the DJ. But I'm like, hey, I don't know this one. I don't know this one. What is this? Who's this? I see Desiree playing. I'm like, who the hell is that? And I've been a fan of her since then, you know? She's been able to reinvent herself. Even like when I listen to her, she's always like introducing different sounds to her set. I wouldn't even put her in Afrotech, you know?
Serious?
No. Here's the thing that people must understand. Like, there's Afrotech, and then there's people that play in and out of Afrotech. I'm one of them. I don't only play Afrotech. I like melodic house. I like tech house. I like a lot of things. It just depends. I mean, in South Africa, we listen to a lot of music. So I've always been open-minded with music. From Soul Candy days when there was electro to tribal to Afro, I listen to everything. That's why if you listen to my set, there was a bit of everything.
It's a nice taste of,
It's a nice taste of everything, plus old school, plus, you know. So Desiree would be someone I would love to do a back-to-back with. I think we would murder it.
Right? I think so too. Speaking of which, because you thought a lot, who have you done a back-to-back with? Like, just a few names.
One of my favorites was with, she's here in Joburg. Her name, what's her name? Jesus.
Not Shamiso, not
No, I haven't played with Shami. So
10 Oceans.
10 Oceans.
10 Oceans.
So
Brilliant.
it was a
Brilliant,
surprise
yeah.
back to back. We were in Newtown, and I was like, "Yo, let's do this." And the synergy, the energy, I was like, "We need to do this again."
Yeah.
I recently did a back to back with Sona. Oh,
Nice.
That
I
was
haven't
nice.
heard a Sona set before.
listen, Sona will take you on a different journey, and that's what I was saying earlier on when people say Afrotech. I'm like, guys, it's not what you expect. Like, be prepared to hear things that you're not used to sharing. And that's what I love about playing all over the world, because you realize that it's not just this sound that's dominating. There's many other sounds, and I have the freedom to express myself the way I want to. And not like, like in SA, I'm going to be honest with you. If you play like in like commercial places and you're playing like 12-1, Baba, you must rock, Baba.
Yeah.
There's no time to,
Yeah,
I want to
hit
journey,
after
Papa. Hit after hit, shire folder. There's no time for, yeah.
All right. And then, lost my question. See, me, I'm there deep in your story. But anyway, if you were to remove one, you had to play a set and you had to remove one of these elements, would it be vocals or keys?
Joe, that's actually a good question. So another thing people should notice about me, I'm all about vocals and keys.
Yeah.
So you I'd rather remove vocals. I can still tell a story with keys. Vocals without keys, it's a bit tricky.
But then there's that Lizzy song you played, Heavy. There's a song you played after that, Heavy. No, the rest, actually. Yo,
Vocals.
I'm gonna get, What is the most iconic DJ set you've ever witnessed? Or by who? Right?
Ooh, listen, I know this one. I was in Ibiza last month. I forgot why I was there. I think but I knew every time I go to Ibiza and it's a Saturday, I'm going to watch Black Coffee. Standard procedure.
Yeah.
Like So I saw Manu, Temba, Black Coffee. Full set individually and back to back. That back to back is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. It made me fall in love with house music again. Because again, I grew up with Manu. I grew up with Black Coffee. And I'm seeing these people do a back to back. I was gone. Gone.
Dog, how long ago was this?
This was a month ago.
A month ago. Dog, speaking
I still
about
have the
a month
videos.
ago, bro. You were playing at Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Show us what you got, dog. Show us what you got, dog. What is the story behind this, Joe? I saw that Tomorrowland logo. I was like, no. What is this?
You know.
What is this?
So this was the sweat towel I got when I was on stage. And yeah, man, it was one of the things I kept with me. Generally speaking, I don't because I travel a lot, I don't take memorabilia.
And memoirs and
I don't take those things. I maybe have like a Eiffel Tower, but I'm not that kind of person, right? But Tomorrowland, I was like, I need something from here because let's say this is the last time I play, for example. This will be one of the best memories I'll ever have because again, there's 15 stages. My stage was packed when I was playing, and it didn't make sense because there was I'm a hot man. I'm playing there. One of the Swedish House Mafia there. What? My people came to my stage and stayed and said, "Renaka."
it was packed
Afro.
there.
And I remember I took a video. I generally don't take pictures with the crowd, but I said, today I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Took a video and everyone was waving their flags, and I nearly cried. Live jive, and I was like, "Hey, keep it together." So this is gonna be with me every time I go to a gig, just as a reminder that I played Tomorrowland, a place I never thought I would reach.
Incredible, man. Speaking about Tomorrowland, what is the energy like preparing for something like that? What's going on in your head?
For me, it's the same when I prepare for any set, right? So I generally prepare a day or two before, because if I know the place I'm going to, I have an idea what sound works there. Then I start saying, okay, this is what I want to introduce. I don't like playing the same set over and over again. I generally like to introduce new music, So I would always say every time you hear me, there'll always be new songs in my set. It will always be slightly different, So I generally take a day to think about what I want to do.
A day.
not a full day, but like
No, even a full day. I mean, like you
I take my time. Like I genuinely prepare.
Yeah.
I listen to every song. Like okay, nah, I don't want to play this today. But then, so example, if I play 2 hours, that's about 24 songs average, right? I would have 60 songs on that folder, and that's options. In case I feel like I don't want to play this, I can do this. Case so that's and I scour the internet for music. I go through my emails for promos, and I find what will fit. Like even like in the set today, there was I think 2 or 3 songs that I've never played before that I played here for the first time.
Serious.
And that's how my set is. It's like I'm
Something
testing
new all the
music
time,
always,
yeah.
and I'm like, this will work. This one I'm not gonna play next time.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
the one.
yeah.
That's how I work.
That's crazy. Another thing, when you say that, some people come here, right? And then they play a set, and then it's on YouTube for literally everyone in the world to see.
Yeah.
And then I always ask myself, because I've witnessed it once where I went outside and I was like, yo, that's the exact same set. you know? And but I also understand why, because it worked, it banged, you know?
But what's for the internet? That's the thing. You have to be careful because what's on the internet lives forever. So I know that this is going on the internet. So I know if I listen to what I did today versus my last set that's on the internet, 2 different sets.
No?
Two different. There's only probably one song. Yeah, there's only one song I played in my set that I played in that set, and it was Osama. Everything else that I played today was not on the previous set.
Serious.
Yeah.
Incredible, dog. Incredible. This interview is going for longer than I thought, dog. But I'm enjoying it.
Let's go.
One song I could make love to.
What?
One song I could make love to.
You or me?
No, you. And it has to be a house song.
Hey,
Maybe
man.
you have.
Me, I'll be honest with you.
You want to know how to set the mood.
I'm not a music person in that department. Like, I'll be honest with you.
You making the music.
No, I'm making that. Yeah. I'm producing the music with the person. No. I don't like putting back, like it's disturbing.
Hey, me and my dad jokes. Yeah.
No, it's disturbing. Like,
No?
for me, I live in music. So I'm the kind of person that when I drive, I might not even listen to music. I listen to nothing.
Serious.
I'm
Because it's the whole time.
the whole time. Even when I'm home, there are times when there's nothing playing. I'm just listening to myself, whatever's around me, nature, you know? Because you have to have a balance. You know, it can't, music everywhere. You know, one thing I hate, and I've never said this, the one thing I hate is when every time people see me, they play my songs. I'm like, guys, please don't. Look, I'm glad, I'm happy. And I'm talking about people close to me. I'm not talking about like fans.
Serious.
Yeah, I was home recently. I get into my mom's car. First song, Osama. I said, Mom, I get it.
Trust me.
I get it, but no. Please, like play anything else.
Dog, speaking about all of that, we were talking about previous Kasango and new Kasango. What has it been like with the family and friends before and after?
Ooh. It's a good and bad experience.
Yeah.
So my life has changed, and the people around me, their life has changed. You know, because I take care of the people around me. So
Nice.
I'm doing good, they're doing good. All right. But it also exposed a lot in terms of the people that I thought were close to me, because life changed like this for me. And even now it's still changing. And even now it's not something that I'm used to, right? But you roll with it, you move with it. I had people that understood what was happening and people that didn't. And I don't blame them, you know? So I lost a lot of people like that I was close with, but I charged it to the game, you know? I haven't changed as a person. I'm still, if you had met me 5 years ago, I'm still the same person that I am now. Yeah.
I've got you. Sorry, dog, quick side note. You've got a very good energy, man.
Thank
You've got a really dope energy. And I think what's happening with you right now was destined to be one way or another, dog. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say I interview a lot of people.
Yeah.
But there's a niche I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
And I get them in like this.
Yeah.
So I pick up on energies and certain things. And if this is the energy that you are carrying out there, then I understand a lot of things, bro. I understand a lot of things, dog. But anyway.
Thank you, man.
You dropped a single, Save the Prayer.
Recently,
yeah.
Yes.
Firstly, why the title?
So it's taken from a song that is already out. So we did an adaptation. of the song. Yeah, it's from an old school. It's not even a house song.
Okay.
Who's the original artist? This is Duran. I need to remember correctly. But it's taken from an old school song, and we just got a vocalist to re-sing the lyrics. Yeah.
All right. So it has nothing to do with making people stop praying.
Next. It's not like don't forget to pray by. Nah, it's not. There's no hidden message there.
Yeah.
No.
One house song I've been listening to for over 10 years.
Woo! So look, I need people to understand.
Consistent.
I'm a house connoisseur. What do I mean by this? I've been listening to house ever since I was a kid because my mother introduced me to house. She had kind of one of those twins, Revolution. She used to have the Revolution.
The
brothers. And she would bump it in the car. And I'm like, what is this? You know? So if I was going to say one song I've been listening to for the past 10 years, there's a lot. There's one that still touches me now because I remember where I was. It's the DJ's Boo song, Remember When It Rains. Every year I listen to that song.
Serious?
Like 2006, when it was Song of the Year, I was in Valcom, Pakistan, it was raining.
Yeah.
They played that song.
Lost your mind.
Even now when I play it, I have that nostalgic feeling.
No.
Any Kulo the song. Because even Lea and Amana, like, he birthed a whole generation of people.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a fan of him, man. Like, people always know like the way babas and whatnot. I'm talking about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like Bright Forest, one of the last song I played. That song has like it means something for me because I had nothing when I heard that song, and I was DJing Kodi Tavern and whatnot. So that was like a slight reminder to me that when I started my career, I was playing this song.
No.
And I'm here now, and I'm still playing the song. So that's one of the songs. Yeah, Bright Forest is one of them.
No. Nah, dog, I'm not gonna ask you the rest of these ones there, but
yeah, don't ask me raunchy stuff like me. Hey guys, like the public doesn't know much about me, and I keep it that way because I'm like, hey, now they're gonna know. Hey, what's my favorite thing?
Yeah, dog, you've done so much. What's coming up next? Do you have new releases? Are we getting an album? You know,
these are the things that actually stress me out. I won't even lie to you. I really stress, but what stresses me out is like my company is named What's Next. So that literally.
Yeah.
So every time I'm always thinking what's next. That's always a question every day when I wake up.
What's next?
It's what's next. What am I trying to do next? You know? There's a lot of music I've done, man. I have a lot of songs. I'm a firm believer of timing. You know? One thing I've learned about the industry I'm in now, you don't have to rush things. You know? You know when is the right time. Hence I said I don't work by like other people's timings. I work on my own timings. So I have a lot of music, a lot of collabs, exciting shows I'm about to do, exciting ventures. I've been getting into business now. It's exciting for me, you know, because I'm trying to figure life out in a different space. Now life outside of music, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I can't say too much.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say is just be prepared because a lot of exciting things are about to happen.
That's dope, man. The Afro house scene is emerging, always changing.
Always.
There's always something new. But what would you like to see happen? Like, what would you like to see happen, especially in South Africa?
Good question. This is an important question. So I'm fortunate enough to travel the world and experience a lot of things, right? And meet a lot of different artists, DJs, whatever, right? And I'm noticing a trend that I'm not noticing here, right? And I'd love for us to support each other more, you know? I think one of the reasons why I am where I am now is because of the people that are around me. And I don't just mean my team. I mean, I get support from other DJs in general, you know? And even me, like now I've realized that when I meet any artist here, I'm constantly always offering advice, congratulating them on whatever it is that they've done, because we're not in the rap space. Ask guys are unnecessary beef if there's no beef.
True.
Like if we have no issue, there's no need for us to have issues. You know, let's find solutions to this because we're stronger together. And that's the message I want to leave for everyone in the game is support the next person. Yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. That's dope. Especially because I feel like you already said it, but like, no, actually you haven't. For the budding producer
Yeah.
and DJ that wants to travel the world, jump on stages you've been to, produce meaningful songs that capture people, what words of advice do you have for them to just persist if it's just that?
People always ask me this, and the answer I give them is not the answer they want to hear, but it's the truth. Guys, my first gig that I got overseas, I literally went into a lot of people's DMs and like marketed myself. So here's the strategy I used, right? So I think Black Coffee was playing one of my songs, right? And it started going viral on Instagram. And a lot of people
Sorry,
started...
Which song was this?
One Night.
One Night, okay.
Yeah, that was the first Kasango song. So I still have that video. And a lot of people were sharing it. And people were like, whose song is this? Whose song is this? I was going on every post like, hey, it's me. And then in those posts, I started seeing promoters and DJs. And I went into their pages and I followed them and I said, guys, what country are you from? So how's the scene there? I'd like to go there, you know? And I think out of, let's say, 100 people I asked, only 2 people actually gave me offers. And I went to Switzerland and I went to Tunisia. And this was just from me going on to DMs. Hey, can you please book me? Can you please book me? Right? You need to go out there. Your career is literally in your hands. Like, it's not going to fall on your lap. I think one of the reasons why I'm blessed to be where I am is because I generally have that mindset of I'm going to figure it out. Whether you help me or not, I'm going to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Whether it means it will take 1 year extra, 2 years extra, I'm going to find a way.
Yeah.
I'm not, and in doing so, I'm becoming better. I'm evolving. And this is why in the beginning of our conversation, I said to you, I'm not fazed by a lot of things. I'm actually reserved now because now I know hustling is standard. There's no on and off days. You have to hustle
the whole time.
You can't complain about the hustle. Because that's all you're going to be doing. You can't complain about, hey, I've been trying. Hey, Baba, that's your whole life. You gotta continue to try.
Even there.
At different levels. Even at my level, I'm still trying, you know? So people need to just get used to it. You know, get used to the fact that this is how life is. It's meant to be like this. Because it separates the people who are meant to be there and the ones who are not. Because the serious will put in the work. The unserious won't.
Dog, that is definitely the answer I wanted. Dog, massive shout out to you. I see you looking at your watch the whole time. I know
No. It's why it's already watch it. You know, they send us SMSs. So no, I'm just checking the notifications. Maybe maybe call. I'm owing someone.
Now, dog, I appreciate your time, and I hope that in a couple of years we get to sit down and just open a new can of.
Let's not hope. Let's do it, because I think for you, what you need to add onto your series is everyone you've interviewed. You need to have like a catch-up episode where it's like, okay, a year from now you were sitting here. What's changed? What's happening? Let's talk about what's been happening from there till now. That way people are involved, because they can, like, on the first episode, like, for me, I'm a fan of culture. And what that means is I'm a fan of when people started. Like MacG, for example. I was watching MacG when he was still recording on his iPhone. And there was not even 1080p. It was 360.
Yeah.
It was 360. The audio was cack. I was watching from then to now, you know. And I can tell the growth. It makes sense, you know. And I like stories like that where I'm like, no, I know where this person started. Yeah. You know, I invest in that kind of thing. I remember early on you were telling me about a DJ set and you were like 45 minutes. Look, there are people that are genuinely invested in these things. This is who you're making this for. You know, I don't believe in the clickbait, 3-second clip. No, I feel like there are people that are genuinely interested in knowing or hearing people's stories. So go, like, do it, you know. No. Don't be scared, you know. Obviously, where you can, you have to do the, you know. For the people that can't, like, concentrate for 1 hour.
But I get you. Don't shortchange the customer. I mean, if you can, give them. I mean, like, you're willing to do a 2-hour set. There's a person that wants that 2-hour set.
I will listen to a 2-hour interview if it's interesting.
If it's good enough.
If it's good enough. I mean, if you're asking like basic questions like, okay, so you were born in 1991. Like,
don't even ask any of that. I just, because we started talking and I was like, all right, guys, let's just rock. Yeah.
I'm putting this out there now, guys. this is one of the best interviews I've had, and I'll tell you why.
Nice.
Because this was a conversation. This is how for the people that do interviews, this is how an interview is done. You have conversations. You forget your questions. You think on the spot. That's what an interview is about, because you genuinely are intrigued by the person, you know? And part of the reasons why I don't like doing interviews is because I get asked what's on my bio. Okay, so you started music at the age of 16. I see Black Coffee and Kent where you... I'm like, man, I know this. Like, anyone can read this on the internet. But ask things that people wouldn't get... the option to hear, you know. So I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate the fact that this culture needs this. Every culture needs a platform where people can voice and be heard. And that's what you're doing for not just the Afro, in general, all the artists that you bring here. Because hopefully, I hope it grows into something bigger. You know, it's not just focused on Afro house, but it's focused on artists, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, make it your own, man, you know?
No, I've got you, bro. No, and I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm always open to like, not even just criticism, but like just suggestions.
Do you want criticism? I'm joking.
Especially, it's dope because, I mean, you have to, dog, you have to be able to listen, you know?
Facts.
You just have to be able to listen. Otherwise, how are you going to learn?
Okay, so I think that's his takeaway from like for the up and coming budding producers. You need to be able to listen. This is a problem I'm realizing from a couple of guys I meet. They're unteachable. And my WhatsApp status says learning, unlearning, evolving. I'm always unlearning because a lot of the things I was taught don't work for me. And I need to change the way I view things in order for me to evolve and get to a different level. Because if I keep the same teachings that don't work for me now, so I tell guys like be open-minded.
Yeah.
Because if the culture is shifting, either you shift with it or you don't. But you get what you get.
True. Adapt or die.
Adapt or die, Baba.
Now, massive shout out to you, dog. One of the dopest interviews I've had this year. Cannot wait to drop this thing.